In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this easy DIY sausage link dog toy from hot dog toys I found at Dollar Tree. I wouldn't necessarily describe this as a budget video since I wanted a long link and bought 10 toys, but it's different and fun, at least I think so. Alright, let's get right into the tutorial. All I used for this project was a seam ripper, scissors, red thread, and a needle. The first thing I did was use my scissors to separate the buns from the hot dog. I wanted each hot dog to have a squeaker in it, but all of them were in the buns. So I opened each bun and removed the squeaker and some of the fiber fill. Next, I used a seam ripper to open up each hot dog. Then insert the squeaker, add fiber fill, and reshape as needed. Once I was happy with the shape, I sewed back up the open seam. Do this for all of the remaining hot dogs. When all of the hot dog links are ready, it's time to sew them together. I doubled up on thread and attached the links at the ends, making sure to do this multiple times in preparation for breakage when used. As an added little disclaimer, I would suggest playing with a toy like this under supervision since it's super long, unless you decide to make less links, of course. And we're done! Pretty simple to make, but super cute. I also wanted to include some fun ways to package this toy should you decide to give this away as a gift. Or if you just do the most for your dog like I do. No one's judging. For the first method, you'll need craft paper, scissors, tape, some baker's twine or string, cream cardstock or white paper works fine, and a hole puncher. First, I cut some string so I could tie up the toy to be wrapped easier. I folded the toy in groups of 2 and used the string to tie them together in the middle. After everything is tied together, loosely fold the toy in half to be wrapped. Cut a piece of craft paper a bit larger than the toy's width and wrap it up like a sub or burrito. We're going for a deli packaged look here. As a side note, I also ended up using packaging tape that I had on hand for both of the wrapping options because I found it more secure and clean looking. Next, I sketched out a little bone on some cream cardstock to make a gift tag. You can write out your dog's name. Clearly, I don't really know how to do calligraphy. I'm not really sure why I tried. So I found some alphabet stickers that I had found in a Target dollar section a while back and used these to spell out my dog's name instead. Punch a hole on one side of the bone and attach it to the package when wrapping with baker's twine. Now you have a simple and inexpensive way to package this gift. I think this would be super fun for the holidays too. Next up is my favorite way to package this toy. For this, you'll need some styrofoam trays, saran wrap, a ruler, scissors, tape, a ballpoint pen. I didn't picture this, but I also ended up using some double-sided tape. I also used some black cardstock and a label that I designed. The label was based off of some real meat packaging I saw at the market, and I printed out a barcode as well. The first thing I needed to do was cut the 2 trays and tape them together. For the life of me, I could not find a larger tray size that I would not have to buy in bulk of around 100 pieces. So I found this small pack of 30 at Food for Less and decided to work with this instead. These ended up measuring about 8.6 by 6.5 inches. I used a ruler to draw a line that continued down the sides and cut as straight of a line as possible. Do this for 2 trays, then attach at the center, securing all the way around with packaging tape. Next, stretch out a long piece of saran wrap. Line up the links neatly on the tray and flip over to secure them in place. Stretch the wrap as much as possible to hold them in place and for this to look as clean as possible. Next, I outlined how big I wanted my label to be, which ended up being 4 inches wide, and I outlined where I wanted to cut out the barcode. I also created guidelines to cut another plain 8x11 piece of paper 4 inches wide as well. This is going to wrap around the entire toy, so I needed to double up to get enough length. I also cut out 2 sheets of black 8x11 cardstock 5 inches wide so that the black would show a ½ inch on each side of the label. Once all my sheets were cut, I marked in ½ inch from each side of the black cardstock and used double-sided tape to secure and center the white pieces. I felt that the saran wrap was not sturdy enough. I ended up doubling up so that the toy felt more secure. Next, I placed where I wanted my label to be and loosely creased it to make sure it would fit. I cut the extra black and white piece in half and attached each half to the top and bottom of my label. Once I was happy with my label placement, I used double-sided tape to attach the label at the back. The last step is simply adding the barcode with the double-sided tape to the top right corner. And we're finished! I absolutely love the way this turned out. It would make such a sweet personalized gift because you can write whatever you want on the label, you made it yourself, and the packaging is so much more fun than store-bought toys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know my doggos did. Thanks again.